Well, hey guys, how you doing? I'm out here. First overnighter in a long time. Thank you guys for a lot of that encouragement. Bill Melton, hey, man, your comment this morning was perfectly on time. It got me up and got me motivated. Thank you. Anyway, guys, I'm out here doing my first overnighter in a long time. I'm going to tell you what, it feels like the first time. You got to keep them skills sharp, guys. Yeah, sometimes it's like riding a bike. Other times you're going like, yeah, how does that not go again? Sometimes you even got to go, YouTube, no signal. We better figure it out. Anyway, guys, the first overnighter in quite a while. I'll give you a look around. Not much to this area. Most of the spots were taken, but I'll give you a look around. Trail's not too far over that way. Unfortunately, it's even closer behind me, which I do not like. There's a small little trail going out into a piece of prairie grass, a prairie land. And then a little trail coming into this area. Like I said, it's just kind of a little hole, but not bad. Back to the hammock and tarp. Anyway, first overnighter in a while. Probably nothing fancy, probably not going to do much. I started a little fire over there. Yeah, I used a lighter. Bushcrafting. I used a lighter. Anyway, probably not going to cook anything fancy, probably some Knorrs, and I think I have some, a little package of tuna or chicken or something. I can't remember what I put in there. But I'll mix that up with some Knorrs, have that for the evening for dinner. In the morning, probably just have some coffee. So nothing fancy. My go-to camp set. Just a Walmart GSI cup. And a Stanley cook pot. Paper towel. Many of you have seen this before, but folded up aluminum foil for either windbreak or for cooking on if need be, or signaling, or many uses. The lid, of course. My rocket stove or Targus or whatever. Well, no, that's the case I put it in. But my no limit stove, that's what it is. And I've got a canister over there, but sometimes a small one will fit in there. A couple of coffees. Yeah, I don't bring the green cup. I just use this metal cup. Another lighter besides the one in my pocket. And matches. How to get an ant in there. Maybe. Decisions. Yeah. That's supper. Alright. Not going to cook the whole package. I only put a little over a cup. I'm going to do give or take half, a little bit more. Yes, this whole package can fit in there. I'll leave a link to that video. But I'm only going to do about half of this. Not quite that hungry. And been thinking about getting into doing more dehydrated. I did some in the past. I'd like to get back to doing some dehydrated meals. Go check out the Outdoor Wanderer. Just watched one of his videos. Oops, dropped my lid. Watched one of his videos this morning, if I remember right, or it was last night. Anyway, he hiked the Devil's Causeway. Oh man, he was talking about dehydrated food, but go check out that hike of the Devil's Causeway. That's not for the faint of heart. And pretty good video. Go check him out. I'll leave a link down below. All right, we got a boil going. Just a little bit. Try to guesstimate about half. Wow, there's more in there than I thought there was. Give or take. Oh, what the heck? That's a little more. Pull that off a little bit. Reducing the heat. Simmer for 7 minutes. All right. In a few minutes. Don't know if you can see that. Don't know if I got you in shot or not. I hope it's better than it looks. It is. I've had it before. Trash. How much longer and that'll be done? Keep that tuna through. I'm glad I didn't make the whole pack. I couldn't have ate it. No, I could have ate it. That's what I'm worried about. I'm getting stuffed already. Way too much. Very filling. Yeah, I didn't need the whole pack. Having trouble finishing this, but I will. Well, now that supper's done, put a little water in the pan and boil it. Get some of that junk out of there. Clean it up a little bit. Nothing worse than waking up in the morning to make coffee and realizing you didn't clean your pan out the night before. Alright guys, most guys know this, but you need a good first aid kit no matter how you carry it. Some good items in it. Almost left out a pair of tweezers today. I put them in at the last minute. I was over there changing into something cooler. It's only been in the 70s today, but it's pretty muggy out here. And anyway, I got my tarp down, took my shoes off, and I stepped down and somehow or another got a splinter up into my foot. I'll reposition it and show you. Make sure your first aid kit's well prepared and you have the right stuff. Don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Don't break off. I got to set this down. I cannot do this one-handed. I need to bring my foot closer. I know I can still feel it when I brush across there. I may have got it. Yeah, I don't feel it now. Looks like it's there, but I don't feel it. That would have been fun to walk out with in the morning and to sleep with all night. Well, it wasn't out. And I learned, I don't know what kind of tweezers those are that I grabbed. I don't know if you can see that, but they're not your typical flat type tweezer. I'm going to have to ask what those are. Anyway, they worked. I ended up taking it out. But there's no more splinter. Well, I got my Lucy light up there at the end of my tarp, and I usually have my ridge line run on the inside of my tarp. I ran it on the outside this time, so you know, I like that Lucy light right here above me. Oh my gosh, got the light on and the bugs are coming like crazy. But I gotta remember not to do that again. I like that Lucy light right here above me, where I can just shut it off and have it handy if I need it. But getting all settled in the hammock, been adjusting it a little bit, trying to find that perfect lay, which I don't think you ever get, you know. But got the fire going over there. Let me show you. I'm going to set up long enough to let it burn out, and then I'll go on to bed. It's tempting to crawl in here and just call it a night, but nah, I'm going to stay up for a while and enjoy being out here. And so there by the fire a little bit and just let it burn. Anyway, guys, see you in the morning unless something really interesting happens between now and then. And truthfully, in the middle of the night, I hope nothing interesting happens. See you in the morning. Fire going here and get some coffee going. Kind of cool last night. There's the owl. I don't know if you can hear him. He was hooting over there a minute ago. Yeah, coffee starting to steam a bit. I'm about ready for that. Grab me a glove, pull that off and see how. No, that's not bad. Move it over there a little bit more on some fire. Yeah, I'll try that in just a minute here. Let me reposition the camera after I get a drink of coffee and tell you about the night. All right, last night. Wasn't a bad night. Coyotes were pretty quiet last night. I wished whoever was having a party somewhere across the lake or wherever they had a band going was a little bit more quiet, but they shut down about midnight, so it wasn't bad. But man, it was loud. It sounded like it was like at the next camp. I couldn't imagine how loud it was there at the party. But anyway, wait, whoa, stop. Be right back. As I knock my lid off. Oh, much more better. Anyway, last night wasn't too dang bad. Slept pretty comfortable. Give or take about 2:30, it started getting a little cool. I had the overquilt, you know, made out of the Costco blanket, the downed blanket. And that kept me fairly warm with the underquilt, the snug pack. And then about 2:30, it started getting a little chilly. I ended up rolling it up, you know, wadding it up and using it as a pillow and breaking out my bag, my green bag from my military sleep system and using it and throwing over me. And I slept pretty toasty warm most of the night, so that wasn't bad. About 6:30 I drug out of bed. I'm not sure, it's probably about 7:30 now. And, oh, people are already up and starting to hike. Anyway, wasn't a bad sleep last night, didn't do too bad. It's kind of nice getting out again, even with the partiers and stuff, you know, at the other camp or wherever they were, but still, wasn't bad. Guys, get out there every chance you can. Make the best of it, better than sitting at home. Got the tarp torn down, 10 by 12 bluestone. Had that thing for a couple years now. Holding up well, starting to tear out a little bit. But probably 5 years old or better. You can see about getting me a different bag. But if anything was a star player last night, the Lucy Light. Haven't charged this thing up. It's been in a drawer for I don't know how long. And I forgot to set it out when I got here until later in the afternoon. It didn't have a lot of light anyway. But it was on most of the night. I had it at the end of my hammock and I couldn't quite reach it, so I just left it alone. Did a good job most of the night. Swear by this thing. Good light. Gotta get back to it. I mentioned that Lucy light, really did a good job last night. And if I had to have another star player last night or runner-up or whatever, it'd be that 5x7 that I mentioned earlier. Love that thing. Great piece of equipment. I think every pack ought to have it. It's nice to have there on the ground while you're changing, clothes, socks, whatever. It's nice to have something to stand on. And it's nice if you got to get up in the middle of the night or early in the morning and it's still dark, you can shine your light down there and make sure what you're stepping on. You set nice blue tarp, so you know what you're stepping out on. You look out there early in the morning, you see greens and browns and sticks and you're not quite awake. Yeah, you could be stepping on a snake. So that's kind of nice to have. But then again, when you clean up the next morning, kind of maybe step on it, wiggle around, make sure you don't have anything underneath of it. But anyway, great piece of equipment. So guys, remember what they say. Leave it as you found it. Don't leave anything here. Make sure you pack it out. If you didn't bring it and it's there and you can still pack it out, go ahead and do it. Guys, see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching.
If you like our content,
feel free to subscribe here.
Don't forget to hit that bell
So you'll get a notification
as soon as a new video is uploaded.
And we hope to
Catch you guys on another video.